Hi everyone, a very good evening to one and all who are available live on the channel as of now. Give me a quick thumbs up and possibly you can put into the comment box whether you guys are able to see me, whether you guys are able to hear me. If you guys are able to see the presentation, give me a quick thumbs up so that we can quickly begin. If your friends have been waiting for the session now, you can call them along so that they can possibly be with us for next 1 hour. Ananta, good evening. Everyone out here who is available now, a very good evening to one and all. So again, it's going to be a fun session that we'll keep again for the preparation of your CAT 2021 examination. Our only objective is if you can add that little value in the preparation, which is required to fine tune the entire preparation plan for CAT 2021, we could be a small contributor for your entire CAT journey, which you guys are looking up to, right? So starting in the month of April, we are about to possibly see the end of April coming up, but if I look at timeline, which is by the end of November, we would have to write this examination. A lot of people who are sitting live and possibly your friends might have been possibly judging themselves with respect to the preparation plan, whatever they have done up till now, that dude, I'm not able to do well in the preparation. Whether I'll be able to compete with the other aspirants in the actual 2021 examination, or am I too late, right? Or would I ever be prepared for the fullest of my potential for the given examination? It doesn't happen likewise. You are looking at a journey for next 8 months, right? So you're not, no one has been asking you to write the examination next month or the next day. We are talking about the timeline, which is from April till November, right? So if you genuinely work on a very positive attitude, talk to people who have cleared this examination, people who are studying inside a business school, take a lot of inspiration from them, take a lot of guidance from them. I'm very sure you can possibly do wonders in your own preparation. So usually what happens, a kind of surrounding that we have been living with. So basically our friend circle, our colleagues, our associates, our fellow batchmates. Like if you look at the success ratio, possibly 90% of the crowd will be, uh, let's say, adjusting in the tier 2 and tier 3 business schools, and only top 10% of the students will be going into the tier 1 business school. So we have to look forward that how can I be in the top 10% of the students, my circle, my surrounding, my network, or possibly the batchmates, which the upcoming batchmates or the future batchmates, I would want to keep of of those 10% of the students who are actually clearing the paper, right? So you got to take the inspiration from the top 10% of the students and not to get demotivated by talking to those 90% of the students or associates who possibly will not be able to clear the paper, right? So our only objective is simple. Our objective is to keep ourselves in a very positive frame of mind with respect to ensuring that we are preparing with the best of our potential for the given CAT preparation. Now, the objective for today's session is we'll see some of the important do's and don'ts for the CAT preparation for the year 2021. Specifically, it's going to be more inclined towards the preparation plan of the quantitative aptitude section, but obviously, if time permits, we'll also discuss about the logical reasoning and the verbal ability section also. But yes, majority of you who are live with us now, they will also consider that the most challenging question or the most challenging paper of the CAT examination is going to be math. So, and that's why you consider that 80 percentage, I repeat, 80 percentage of your preparation time is going to be followed and solid only and only towards math. And still, even the majority of us are not able to do great stuff in math section, even after devoting so much of our time, right? So if you look at the ROI from the perspective of the effort analysis, how much effort goes behind and what is the result? Why does demotivation comes up? Because I'll be spending a lot of my time in math section or the quantitative aptitude section, but obviously when I sit for the full length paper or the mock test or the sectional test, I'm not able to do well there. Why does it happen? Because possibly the kind of preparation that you guys are dealing with is possibly might not be the best in class. Possibly there might not be the best approach of study to study also, and possibly that we have got a lot of myths and misconception in our mind, which is not required for the preparation of the given examination. Like a common myth that people have, right? So people who are non-engineers can give me a thumbs up, and people, if any of you who are an engineer can possibly put engineer, non-engineer, so that I get to see the diversity also. So the first myth that people would have in their mind is basically what? If I'm not an engineer, would I be able to crack CAT 2021? Now we need to understand why does this myth comes up? Why does this misconception or why does this notion even is there in the students' fraternity? Right? That whether the CAT is going to be more favoring to engineers or is it going to be non-engineers who can also crack the CAT examination? One, because a lot of our associates, our faculties, our seniors have put this notion in our mind that CAT is only and only towards math. CAT is only and only towards math. But does it happen? Is it the case, Shubham, Supriyo, Ananta, other people who are live? I see majority of you are non-engineers, right? I've trained like thousands of students who are non-engineers, people who are plain BCom, who have scored 99.9 in CAT examination also. And I'm not saying these are exceptions. The diversity, if you look at the number of people who take CAT examination, out of 2.5 lakh people who take the examination, around about 1.25 lakh only will be engineers, and the remaining, more than in fact 1.25, would be basically non-engineers also. There's the equal proportion of engineers and non-engineers. So yes, so the first conception that we need to keep on in our mind, that's something, it's not, I repeat, it is just not the case, Ankit, Supriya, that you need to consider it as a piece of thought or advice. You need to practically implement it also. What I trying to implement or tell you guys is, there are three sections which comes up in the paper, right? Now there are three sections which comes up in the paper, which is math, logic, and LRDI. Now every student will have its own strength and the weak area. I repeat, every student will have its own strength area and the weak area. Like if I'm an engineer, it's but obvious that I've been studying math in 11th, 12th science, and possibly in first year and second year of engineering also. So I have some touch base of math in the preparation journey which I've had till now. But if I'm a non-engineer, possibly if I'm a commerce student, then possibly my statistics or data interpretation skills could be way much more better than what engineers could be about. If I'm an arts, humanities, or literature student, possibly my comprehension skill or my verbal ability skills will be way much more better than what other students um, are having the caliber in verbal ability section. So all what I'm trying to put into a capsule is, every student will have its own strength area and will have its own weak areas or the areas of improvement. The whole preparation plan, I repeat, the whole preparation plan has to be in sync. The whole preparation plan has to be in sync with your strength and the weak areas. So it is not the case. So let's say if you're not able to do well in math, that's okay, right? That's still okay. But can you cover up the remaining marks and percentile to bridge the gap to 99 percentile from verbal ability and logical reasoning? We need to carve a path. It is not the case कि आप maths में, LRDI and quant में, verbal में equal dependency रखो. There's no one who gets 99 here, 99 here, and 99 here. There's no one who does it. There's no one who gets it also. There's no one who gets it also. Even for engineers, I'm saying, let's say if someone is an engineer who is able to do very well in math, but if you see the scorecard, the maximum scoring section, I repeat, the maximum scoring section is going to be the verbal ability part, which is English. So people who score 99 percentile plus in the paper, they get around about 25 questions right in verbal ability, right? So I'm okay. So let's say if I want, tell me a plan of action where I need 99 percentile in the paper, and my score has to be 160 plus in the paper out of 300. Let's say this is my end result. This is what I want, right? And if I'm not so good in quantitative aptitude, now first is again a common myth. You cannot be like very bad in the entire section of math. On a very superficial level, you're making the statement that I'm weak in math. But math has got so many topics. There are 4 modules: arithmetic, algebra, geometry, and modern math. You cannot be weak in all the sections. You possibly could be good in one or two of them, and possibly weak in one, two, or three of them. So you need to take a step ahead, need to have a thorough analysis of each section performance. Let's say if I'm talking about math, you study it so well that out of the given topics, there are 20 to 24 chapters which comes in math. Which are the sections or topics which I'm good at? Which are the topics which I'm not so good at? And make an Excel sheet also. Whenever you're studying, whenever you're solving a paper, whenever you're solving questions, you're doing the accuracy check also. Let's say if you're talking about arithmetic and talking about percentage, you solve 30 questions on percentage of difficulty level 1, 2, and 3. You can purely mark on an Excel sheet. No, I solved 15 questions out of 30 in level or difficulty 1, 12 out of 30 in 2, and 10 out of 30 in 3. And then when you compare percentage with permutation combination or probability or averages, then you can compare out of the given topics which I've had, which I was doing up till now, where am I good at, what sections I'm not so good at. This is going to give you two things. One, the scope of improvement. In the given time frame, what more do I need to do? How much more do I need to do in the given section or in the given topic? Let's say you worked on it for 2 months or 3 months, still agar improve nahi hua, to be it is okay. You get to know what's going to work out for you and what is not going to work out for you. You know how do corporates decide their strategy. Strategies are not the things that they would want to do in the financial year. It is all about deciding those things what they will not do. I repeat, if you are clear with one answer, what is not going to be your core competency? If you get to know that this is not my strength area, at least you'll get to know that the amount of time that I've got should be utilized towards which section, which paper, which topics. So you need to be well aware of your areas of improvement and strength area both. And it is not the case it's going to come only at the end of preparation. जैसे ऐसे करते जाते हो, टॉपिक पढ़ा, टेस्ट दिया, प्रीवियस पेपर सॉल्व किए, उस टॉपिक के लिए समझ में आ जाएगा कि होने वाला है कि नहीं होने वाला है, right? And again, it is not the case कि quant is the only section which comes up. I've seen dozens of students who score 11 to 12 questions side out of 34 in math, around about 15 to 16 questions in LRDI, and around about 25 to 27 questions side in quant. Still, this combination of marks can also fetch you 98 to 99 percentile in the given examination. Even this score can also give you 98 percentile plus in the given examination, right? Now, if you tell me it's what's going to happen with the sectional cutoff, dude, have you ever analyzed what sectional cutoffs are required for IIMs? The top IIMs will also ask you to get as low as 80 percentile in the given section, minimum section percentile. Now, even if I have to get 80 percentile in quant section, no, even if you're able to do 8 or 9 questions right out of 34, you very well will be able to qualify for the section cutoff. इसका तो दिक्कत है ही नहीं अपने को. We are not bothered about it. Doing 8 question side is not what we are looking at. We have got 8 months in our hand. एक महीने में एक टॉपिक का एक क्वेश्चन भी किया तो भी we are good to go, right? So align your strength area and the weak areas. Preparation plan. Second, give equal weightages. I repeat, give equal weightages for verbal and logic also. What usually happens, quant is going to be defined. You know itne topics, itna theorem, itna formula, and you know how much time it's going to take. Verbal and LRDI, it's never ending. The more you do, the better you become. The more you do, the better you become. So it's better you start taking efforts. I repeat, you start taking efforts towards those sections. I repeat, you start taking efforts towards those sections. You need to work on them. I repeat, you got to work on them to a level that you become competent and confident, especially in 2 of the given section. Now, to all the aspirants, it's my humble request, you cannot be 3 on 3 in each of them. So I'm saying, let's say if quant is my areas of improvement, verbal and LR mein to I do not want any scope of thought कि I'm not able to do well. If you're not able to do well in LR, so quant और verbal के अंदर, so कोई भी 2 section ले लो. I repeat, कोई भी 2 section ले लो, इस 2 section के अंदर कम से कम तुमको अपना best output निकालना है, right? वो 160 मार्क्स 150 मार्क्स कहाँ से पहुंच रहे हैं कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. देखो अगर लो आईएम जाना है तो उसके लिए कम से कम अपने को 90 परसेंटाइल चाहिए, राइट? 90 परसेंटाइल के लिए कितने मार्क्स चाहिए? 90 परसेंटाइल के लिए 2020 का एनालिसिस है, 90 परसेंटाइल के लिए तुमको 105 मार्क्स चाहिए आउट ऑफ 300, राइट? नाउ 105 मार्क्स में से क्वांट में से कितना आ रहा है, लॉजिक में से कितना आ रहा है, वर्बल में से कितना आ रहा है? No one will even bother because I'm talking about getting into low IIMs, getting into colleges like IMT Ghaziabad, KJ Somaya, GIM, TAPMI, which are on the same scale. Now here, at least none of them will even ask you, tell me, dude, what is a section cutoff or sectional percentile in the given paper of CAT? No one will even ask you about it. So, but the golden number is 90 percentile. Come to a level that you score at least 100 marks out of 300. Now, ये तो लिख के ले दो. See, you are sitting in the month of April. I want till the month of June. By 15th of June, अपने mock test में तुम 100 का स्कोर लेके आ जाओगे ना अगर, तो बहुत बड़ा achievement है. I repeat, if you are genuinely a very serious aspirant for CAT, तुम मिड ऑफ अप्रैल में हो, एंड ऑफ जून तक का भी टाइम दे दूं, अगर एंड ऑफ जून तक का भी टाइम दे दूं, अगर तुम 100 मार्क्स के ऊपर लेके आ जाओ तो तुम बहुत बड़े चीता हो एग्जाम में. आई एम श्योर यू विल गेट 99 परसेंटाइल प्लस. एंड जून तक नहीं होता तो जुलाई तक. सो पहला ऑब्जेक्टिव 99 तक नहीं पहुंच सकते हम लोग जब तक हमारा बेस इज नॉट बीन मेड. व्हेन वुड द बेस बी मेड? द बेस इज गोइंग टू बी मेड ओनली इफ यू गेट 90 परसेंटाइल. 90 परसेंटाइल के लिए मार्क्स कितने चाहिए अपने को? 90 परसेंटाइल के लिए मार्क्स चाहिए 100 मार्क्स. इतना निकाल दो. अब ये 100 मार्क्स में से क्वांट में से कितना आ रहा है, लॉजिक में से कितना आ रहा है, वर्बल में से कितना आ रहा है? नो, आई एम नॉट हियर टू जज यू ऑन दिस, नीदर यू शुड जज योरसेल्फ ऑन दिस. हटाओ इसको. 100 मार्क्स आ रहे हैं, वही बहुत बड़ी बात है हमारे लिए. सिर्फ इतना ही ध्यान दो अभी के लिए. क्लियर? The second weak piece of thought that people have in their mind. I repeat, the second piece of thought that people have in their mind is I am still weak in math. How do I prepare for my quant section? How many of you have this question or thought process in your mind? Let me know in the comment box. I'm weak at math. How do I prepare for quant section? ये पता करो मेरे को. Tell me quickly in the comment box. Let me know if you think likewise. If you think This is a common question that strikes your preparation every time I try to answer this question also. First of all, listen one thing. This is not going to be math paper. This is going to be a quantitative aptitude paper. I repeat, this is going to be a quantitative aptitude paper, right? Now, quant deals with the ability. I repeat, quant deals with the ability of solving math question. You don't have to deal with math. They understand life ahead. I repeat, Shubham, Anand, Tanvi, everyone. Life ahead is going to be full of numbers. The amount of math which you will do sitting inside a business school will be 10 times more complicated than the math which you're solving in the CAT preparation. I am telling you upfrontly. The amount of math or calculations or working on Excels, doing forecasting and the analysis, which you will do in your corporate life, will be 10 times more challenging what you do in the preparation of CAT. So, first is fall in love with numbers. It's okay to hate math, but fall in love with numbers, right? If the analysis of numbers, if the observation skills is good enough, solving math will be a very small subset. I repeat, solving math will become a very small subset in the entire preparation cycle. In the entire preparation cycle, let me tell you, the math or the topics that we are dealing with is the topics are something which you have studied in standard 9th and 10th. In your school days, you have solved questions of arithmetic, algebra, geometry, and modern math, which includes topics like permutation, combination, probability, and logs, right? But obviously, what's going to happen? The level of difficulty is only going to change. And if the level of difficulty is changing, I cannot apply the same school level approach to crack this question. So there are three things that you need to work on. One, you got to be very clear with the core concepts of math. I repeat, you got to be very clear with the core concepts of math. Now, concepts does not mean, I repeat, concepts does not mean memorizing formulas and theorem. I'm talking about the core fundamental and the basics of math that we should know, which we have missed on, which we have always missed on. Second part is your calculation speed, which means how quickly can you solve the questions. Here, mental math, approximation, estimations, all these things will help you out. And the third part is application. Many a times the questions on CAT will look lengthy, but the length of the question will not decide the complexity of the question. I repeat, the length of the question will never decide the complexity of the question. Every question will come to you in the form of a story. You need to decode the story. I repeat, you need to decode the story to solve the basic math which is based inside. To solve the basic math which is based inside. So let me give you a fair example. You will get to see the perspective very well. For example, let's see this question. This question had come in the year CAT 2010, like 10 years before. There was a question which came in the year, and the question is find the last two digit. I repeat, the question was find the last two digit of the given question. 1115 into 2235 into 7785 into 9935 into 8865 into 1775 into 3395 4465 and 2745. And the question is find the last two digit, right? Now what I'm telling you is every time CAT, so 2008, 9, 10, the best papers to solve is 2007 to 2012. The best papers, if you have time, you please solve them. Okay. Now, usually what happens, they give you repeated pattern based questions, and there are repeated patterns and formats which are based on CAT or let's say math question itself, which are based on, which technically are based on simple properties of numbers. I repeat, which are simply based on simple properties of number. For example, if I have this lengthy question, but let's see this question. The question says find the last two digit. If the question deals with finding the last two digit, I repeat, if the question deals with finding the last two digit of the given question, then possibly I will not even look at the numbers which I'm not concerned with. I'm looking at only those numbers. I repeat, I'm looking at only those numbers which will give me the answer, which is only and only about the last two digits. Which is only about the last two digits. So possibly my first step would be about aligning my thoughts with the question what they have asked me. So I'll remove the non-significant values. I repeat, I'll remove the non-significant values which are there in the question, right? Now my second step is finding the last two digit. Now how do I begin? Let's start with the question. If the question was only about finding the last digit of the given question. Imagine if the question was only about finding the last digit of the given question, all of you would have given me one answer, that the answer is going to end in 5. I repeat, the answer would have been ending in 5. Why? Because obviously if I multiply the last digit, it's all 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So it's but obvious the answer is going to end in 5, right? So 5 is going to come for sure. But beyond 5, what is the second last number which may come up in the paper is what I'm looking at. What do I do now? Now, if I look at the second last digit, it's basically 1, 3, 8, 3, 6, 7, 9, 6, and 4. In how many ways can you classify the given numbers? You can classify the last number as 5. I repeat, the last number is 5. The second last number could be even or odd. The last number is 5. The second last number could be either even or odd. Now, for example, if I take 15 into 35, the second last number is odd into odd. So it may happen that the numbers are ending in 5, but the second last number is odd and odd. The second last number is odd and odd. If I take 65 and 45, it may happen that the last number says 5, but the second last number is even. If I take another case, let's take 95 and 65. 9 is odd and 6 is even, right? So this could be a combination of odd even. I repeat, this could be a combination of odd even. And what is the fourth combination which could ever be possible? It could be even odd. But even odd is as same as odd even. So these are the only 3 cases which can ever be possible. I repeat, these are the only 3 cases which can ever be possible in the given paper, right? Now, so very simple observation which we might have done in our school days also. If I take the first case, which is ending in 5 and the second last number is odd and odd, the easiest odd number that I can take is 1 and 1. I repeat, the easiest odd number which I can take is 1 and 1. So 15 is 225, but the last 2 digit is 25. Similarly, if I take even number as 2 and 2, 25 is 625, and the last number is again 25. If I take one odd, one even, let's take 15 into 35, 25. If you multiply 15 into 25, what is the last 2 digit? The value will become 375, and the last number is 75. The last number is how much? The last number is 75. So it gives you a piece of thought and advice that if the second last number is odd and odd, the last 2 number is 25. If the second last number is even, the last 2 number is 25. If the second last number is even and odd, the last 2 numbers is 75. The last number is 75. This is what the caselet is. This is what the caselet is. Now what do? I'll go back to the sum and try to solve with the easiest approach. Let's see the first number, 1 and 3. 1 and 3 is a combination of odd and odd. Odd and odd will give you how much? 25. Let's put 25. 25 and 85, 2 and 8 is a combination of even. Even again gives you 25. 25 and 35, odd even will give you 75. 75, 65, 7 and 6, odd even will give you 75. 75, 75, 7, 7 is odd. Odd will give you 25. 25, 95, 2 and 9 is odd even. Odd even will give you how much? Odd even will give you how much? 75. 75 and 65, odd even will again give you 75. And 75 and 45, odd even will again give you 75. So it's quite obvious the answer for the given question would be 75. Right? I hope this is clear. I hope this is clear to all of you. Everyone, is this clear? Now, as said, these are the questions which are based on properties of number. And this is our actual CAR 2010 question. So the questions are basically based on properties of numbers. I repeat, the questions are basically based on properties of number. If our basics are clear, no, very well we'll be able to solve good number of questions in the quant section, in the actual quant paper of the CAT paper, right? So you need to understand what these guys do. So any question, so let's take a fundamental math. Now any fundamental topic, they can give you 4 forms of question. Any fundamental math, they'll give you 4 forms of question. You can either get a number-based question, a diagram-based question, word-based question, or variable-based question. I repeat, they can give you a number-based question, a diagram-based question, a word-based question, or a variable-based question. But these are the formats of the question. I repeat, these are the formats of the question. We don't have to fall into this trap. I repeat, we don't have to fall into this trap. They give you the same question. CAT gives you the same question by changing the format. I repeat, CAT gives you the same question by changing the format. Let me give you a clear example. In the year 2012, there was a question which was of this type. X plus y is equal to 7. I repeat, the question was x plus y is equal to 7. And the question was how many non-negative integral solutions are possible for x and y. X plus y, the question is x plus y is equal to 7. I repeat, The question was x plus y is equal to 7. How many non-negative solutions? How many non-negative integral solutions are possible for? How many non-negative integral solutions are possible for x and y is the question, right? Though this was not the actual question. So non-negative means 0 and above. Let's say 7 and 0, 6, 1, 5, 2, 4, 3 likewise. The actual question was of this type: x plus y plus z is equal to 2008. And the question was how many non-negative solutions are possible for x, y, and z. So I'm not giving you to solve the actual question, but this is the same format of the question. This is 2012 question. Now tell me which of the following format. Now tell me which of the following format the question belongs to. Is it a number-based question, diagram, variable, or words? Tell me which of the following format the question is about. Number, variable, diagram, or words. All of you will say this is a variable-based question, right? This is a variable-based question. If you ask me which topic the question belongs to, this belongs to a topic which is called as algebraic expression. Okay. The second, so 2014, there was another question which came in this form. X plus y raised to 7. I repeat. Next type of question was x plus y raised to 7. The question is how many terms? How many terms are there in the expansion? I repeat, how many terms are there in the expansion of x plus y raised to 7? Though again, this was not the actual question. The actual question was x plus y plus z raised to 2007. X plus y plus z, I repeat. The question was x plus y plus z, I repeat. X plus y plus z raised to 2007. The question was how many terms are there in the expansion of x plus y plus z raised to 2007? But the given question which I've given is also of the same format. Again, you will find this is either a number-based question or a variable-based question. So my question is, do you think, what do you guys think? The question of 2012 and 2014, both the questions are same or both the questions are different? The first question is how many non-negative solutions are possible? The second question is how many terms are there in the expansion of x plus y raised to 7? In the year 2016, there was a good question which came up. Let me show you this. Let me see if you, tell me if you guys are able to see this diagram which I'm making here. So if you guys are able to see this diagram, let me know. I'm saying they gave, this is 2016 actual question of CAT. This is question number 1. This is question number 2. This is question number 3. So they gave you a diagram in the form of a maze. They said on the lowermost point, there's a guy who's standing on point A. There's a guy who's standing on point A and he has to reach to the topmost point B. There's a guy who's standing on point A. He has to reach to the topmost point B. The question is, in how many positive ways? In how many positive steps? In how many positive steps a guy who's standing on point A can reach to a point B? For example, if I'm here, I can go from here or I can go here. From here, I can go here or here. I cannot step back. So it is always the L-shaped movement. I repeat, I can only take the L-shaped movement. The question is, I can only take the L-shaped movement in the given question. To go from A to B. And the question is, in how many ways can I go from A to B? In how many ways can I go from A to B is the question which they have asked me. In how many ways I can go from A to B? Now my question to you is, what do you think? Question number 1, question number 2, and question number 3. Question number 1, question number 2, and question number 3. Do you think all the questions are same or all the questions are different is what you need to answer. For you, the third question is PNC. The first question is number system. The second question could be algebraic expression. So they are from different topics, but for me, they are following the same fundamental. All the questions will also be the same. And if all the questions are exactly same, the way to solve the questions, and believe me, all three of them are actual CAT questions. It is all three of them are actual CAT questions, right? Let's see the first question. It is x plus y. I repeat, it is x plus y is equal to 7. Imagine if I give you the question in this form, x plus y is equal to 2. And the question is how many solutions are possible for x plus y is equal to 2. You'll say 2, 0, 0, 2, and 1, 1. 2, 0, 0, 2, and 1, 1 are three solutions which is possible for the given question. Right? Right, there are three solutions. And what if I tell you x plus y raised to 2? X plus y the whole square has how many terms? You'll say it has x squared, 2xy plus y squared. Imagine if I give you x plus y is equal to 3 has how many terms? You'll say 3, 0, 2, 1, 1, 2, and 0, 3. How many solutions are possible? 4 solutions are possible. What if I give you x plus y the whole cube? You will say x cube plus y cube plus 3xy squared plus 3x squared y. There are 4 solutions there are 4 terms which are possible. Do you guys find any correlation? Do you guys find any correlation between number of terms and number of solutions? You will always find a relation. Why? I'll tell you. The given question is as simple as it is not x plus y is equal to 2. I can even say I have 2 chocolates. I can even say I have 2 chocolates. In how many ways can I distribute 2 chocolates to x and y such that any one of them may get 0? You will say 2, 0, 0, 2, and 1, 1 are the only 3 ways in which you can do it. Similarly, when you distribute the power x plus y the whole square, the question about finding the number of terms is only about distributing the power of 2 among the variables x and y. When you give 2 to x, y automatically gets 0. Then 2, x gets 1 and y gets 1. And y, when gets 0, 2, x gets 0. So all what you're doing, you're distributing the 2 chocolates among 2 variables. And that's why the solution for both the questions were also same. Now, even if I get a question which is x plus y plus z is equal to 2008, the number of non-negative solutions, or x plus y plus z raised to 2008, find the number of terms in the expansion. Both of them is bound to have the same answer. I repeat, both of them will have the same answer because both the questions was only about distributing 2008 chocolates among 3 people, distributing 2008 power among 3 variables x, y, and z. Is this clear? Everyone, is this clear? If you have not understood, let me know. Clear? But imagine if I give you the third question also now. Now I'll show you even the third question is same. Imagine if I go like this, and if I go like this. So how many steps did I count? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, and 7. There are 7 steps which I'm going. Imagine if I go like this, zigzag. Let's count the number of steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I change my way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What comes into mind? I'm saying whichever way you go, I repeat, whichever way you go, you will go 7 steps. At any given junction, if I go like this is my horizontal movement. If I go upward, this is my vertical movement. At any given junction, either you can go horizontally or vertically. The question was as simple as in how many horizontal or vertical steps, can I go 7 steps? Now do tell me, what difference does it make if I replace H and V versus X and Y? Do you think the answers will change? Do you think the way of solving the questions will change? All of them, I repeat, all of them will give you the same answer. I repeat and repeat. All of them will give you the same answer. All of them will technically have to give you the same answer because these are the formats of the question. Is this clear? Let me know. Is this clear to all of you? So they change the format. I repeat, they change the format. All what we need to do, we do not have to fall into the trap of topic-wise study. We need to work only on the fundamentals of math very well. If that is being clear, if the previous year papers have been solved, if the mock papers have been analyzed well, there's no hard stop that you will not get less than 25 questions right in the paper. The formats keeps on changing. The patterns keeps on changing. But if our fundamentals are strongly rooted, it's not going to be a big deal. And if you have understood this, I'm not teaching you the high level math. It's the basic of how do I define? It could be defined as sum of some number is equal to some number. X plus y is equal to 7. H plus y is equal to 7, like this. Sum of some number is equal to some number. It's a simple definition of the given topic, right? On that, you saw how PNC questions can be solved. On that, you saw how algebraic expression questions can be solved, how number system questions can be solved. The formats and the patterns keeps on changing, but make sure that you guys work only and only on the fundamentals. Clear? So even if you're weak in math, but if your fundamentals are strongly rooted well, I repeat, if your fundamentals have been rooted well, very well you'll be able to solve the questions which come in the year for the year 2021, or which may come in the mock test which you guys will be solving up. So make sure that you guys are working on the basics of math. I'm not expecting 34 questions to be right. Highest would be 25 questions, which I want if you're getting 99 percentile. Minimum of 12 to 14 questions right should be the only objectives. Let's start with getting 10 questions right. If you can do that by the end of June, that's a commitment that you are in the right pace of the preparation that you will get 99 percentile by the end of November. Clear? All right, then on this note, I'll take a sign off. You guys can see the important links which is there in the description box. Do make sure that you guys follow us on Instagram and do subscribe to the given channel so that you guys get regular updates for of the channel and from MBAP. Tomorrow again we'll come live and we'll solve all the questions again for you in the CAD webinar series. Sunday 12 p.m. we'll keep a webinar on Zoom also. Make sure you follow the description box links to get the updates. I'll try to answer all the questions in the webinar which is going to happen on this Sunday. Thank you all of you. I wish you all the best.